If you engage in self-pleasure after the age of 60, consider this important information first. Medical recommendations. Today, we are going to discuss the topic of self-pleasure. Masturbation raises concerns for numerous individuals. Could it be detrimental? Can it lead to erectile dysfunction? Is it linked to hair loss? Will it deplete the body of testosterone and energy levels? If you share similar concerns, you may find this video worthwhile to watch. Dr. Stefan Buntrog, a Urology Council member and specialist in sexual health, shared, "In this video, I will provide you with an in-depth perspective on masturbation. With the abundance of inaccurate and deceptive information circulating on social media, seeking advice from a knowledgeable professional can be invaluable. However, I must admit that I may also be opening the door to a new concern. The influence of social media appears to be facilitating the rapid global spread of DoD syndrome. What is the Department of Defense? Remain alert to discover if you may be at risk." Let's prioritize the essentials. An essential message is on the way. Allow me to clarify. Engaging in masturbation is generally considered to be a safe and normal activity. It does not decrease testosterone levels. It does not lead to hair loss. Your physical performance will remain unaffected. Rest assured, it will not deplete your vitality or hinder your journey toward achievement. These are misconceptions, not established medical truths. I haven't listed everything I've encountered in my readings and discussions. Once again, it's important to note that masturbation is not harmful. If you find yourself facing challenges in life, remember that it's important not to attribute those difficulties to masturbation. Perhaps not Franz Beckenbauer. He resembled a figure of great wealth and transformation. Every endeavor he undertook flourished remarkably. However, even he faced significant challenges in the later stages of his life. All right, let's proceed. If you remain uncertain about the safety of self-exploration, I encourage you to engage with the subscribe and like buttons. This is completely without risk and incurs no expenses. However, it indicates that you appreciate my content and acknowledges the effort I put into my work. I dedicate a significant amount of time to each video I share. Thank you for your attention. Furthermore, it would be a grave oversight not to. Well, that depends on one's perspective regarding the notion of wrongdoing. In that case, one could argue that masturbation might also be considered a sin, from a spiritual perspective. However, I do not hold the position of a priest. The name of my channel is not Eurochurch. I advocate for clarity and evidence-based knowledge. Nonetheless, engaging in this activity can present challenges in specific situations if it disrupts your professional or social engagements. What I'm suggesting is that you're unable to focus on work due to distractions related to adult content and self-pleasure. If it jeopardizes your employment or leads you to withdraw from social interactions. In that case, you are facing a challenge. Or if self-pleasure includes detrimental habits. I'm unable to provide specifics due to community guidelines. However, generally speaking, whenever you require materials from the hardware store for it, penile health may be at risk. Now let's discuss DOT syndrome. This condition involves men experiencing significant anxiety regarding the loss of semen. They perceive it as depleting their vitality, inducing frailty, or resulting in significant health complications. Initially identified in the South Asian region, DOT syndrome is acknowledged as an anxiety disorder influenced by cultural factors. This belief is deeply embedded in the traditions of Ayurveda. That fluid is an essential source of vitality, and losing it through self-pleasure, nighttime releases, or intimate relations results in deterioration of both physical and mental well-being. However, this is where things become intriguing. In recent years, Digital platforms and online initiatives such as NoFap have gained significant attention, have contributed to the global dissemination of these concerns, guiding a greater number of men, particularly those who hold traditional views on sexuality, to be concerned about the loss of semen. While DOT syndrome was previously believed to be confined to certain cultures, it is now becoming evident in Western nations, motivated by inaccurate information and narratives rooted in fear. The outcome? Concerned individuals believe that typical physiological processes are detrimental to their well-being. Is there any substantial scientific foundation for these concerns? Let's analyze this step by step. Is there any scientific evidence supporting the concern regarding semen loss? No, that is not the case. There is no evidence to support the claim that ejaculation has a weakening effect on the body, depletes essential vitality, or leads to chronic health issues. Semen mainly consists of water and proteins. Additionally, trace elements such as zinc and magnesium are important. Experiencing a loss does not significantly impact your body's overall well-being. The body has a natural ability to regenerate semen, similar to its ability to renew blood cells. What is the role of testosterone? Research indicates that ejaculation does not significantly impact long-term testosterone levels, although brief periods of abstinence may lead to a minor, temporary increase. It's insufficient to create a significant impact on strength, masculinity, or performance. In reality, extended periods of abstinence may result in heightened stress and irritability instead of any genuine enhancement of abilities. The notion that retaining semen boosts athletic performance originates from vintage bodybuilding discussions. However, there is a lack of scientific evidence to substantiate this claim. Crucially, the primary issue associated with DOT syndrome is not the reduction of semen. It's the apprehension and concern that accompany it. Men who think that ejaculation is detrimental may experience genuine symptoms such as fatigue, depression, and weakness, not due to the actual loss, but rather because of their intense preoccupation with it. This phenomenon is referred to as somatization, where mental strain presents itself through bodily manifestations. The emergence of NoFap and semen retention movements has played a significant role in disseminating these concerns worldwide, challenging the misconception that ejaculation diminishes men's strength. In truth, the evidence does not back up these assertions. If you're experiencing fatigue, lack of motivation, or feelings of sadness, it's important not to attribute these feelings to semen loss. Examine your sleep patterns, nutritional intake, stress management, and emotional well-being. The act of ejaculation is a natural and healthy process. The true concern stems from misconceptions and anxiety-fueled beliefs, rather than the loss of semen itself. If you're facing these concerns, consider consulting with a healthcare professional or an expert who can assist you in distinguishing between reality and misconception. Engaging in self-pleasure is a typical aspect of human behavior. If you're interested in understanding the underlying principles, this video will provide a clear explanation. This video will shed light on the reasons behind the controversial actions of the breakfast cereal inventor. Thank you for your attention. Farewell.